Hello everyone, this is Charles McNeely from Dev Doc Theater, and I am here with one of the most special ladies I have ever met and ever known. And I am talking about the one and only Miss Marianna Malveaux. Maury, I'll call you Maury. It's so good to see you again. Welcome back. We're here to focus on some medications. Can you help us understand what are the medications designed to do?
To keep you mobile and functioning.
Both physically and mentally?
Specific medications for MS is to keep you moving and try to keep everything at bay. Everything is just fighting. Of course. Yes. It's at war. Your body is literally at war. The only way I can really describe it with the medications is to try to control that war.
That's a great way to look at it.
That's the way I feel about it. Somebody else might think of it differently.
Thank you for that very much. So they're designed to kind of keep all those crazy things at bay. Just keep them so that you can function physically. All right, I found that there are 3 ways to receive the MS medications. There's to be injected, taken it orally, and infused. Can you help us understand a little bit about those 3 types?
One of them in particular, because I've gone through 3 different medications so far. I'm on my 3rd. The first one was an injectable. I took it once a week. I had every doggone side effect they had. I didn't like the shot, but I knew I had to do it. So,
were you able to give yourself the shot, or did you? Okay, so you didn't have to go to the doctor every week. This was something that you could take care of.
I had my husband at first, and I said, okay, this is how it has to be done, because I had like a cold pack, because you had to like switch from thigh to thigh every week. And so I found that putting a cold pack on the area before the shot, it had to go in the muscle. So I had my husband, I gave him the talk. I told him, this is how it has to be done. Needless to say, he was fired after the first one.
I'm so sorry. He's an accomplished man, and he can do many things. But apparently that was...
Because what he did was, after he gave me the shot, it's like he just fell out on the bed. And I'm saying, oh my God, what? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm like, really?
The Joker. Yes, exactly. That was the Joker in him. And so we're not going to do this.
No, you are fired. So then I commenced to take it. But I was down for like 4 days.
What do you mean by down? You were weak?
Just couldn't function in the bed. And it was like the side effects, the one that I had was like the flu-like symptoms, just weakness and no energy. So I said, look, even though I have MS, I still have a family, because my kids, like I say, they were still young. So I need to be able to do things. I did stay on it for a while, because I'm the type that I don't look at side effects. I'm looking at the end game. I'm looking at it that this is something that's going to help me. It's not going to cure me, but it's going to help me in my journey. But eventually it kept going on, and I take the medicine to combat it, but then I just asked for something else.
Because like you said in the first lesson, it's up to you to find the treatment and the doctor that works for you. Yeah. You fought it out for a while, and
I actually was a few years. And I just stuck with it, and then I got tired of taking the shot. And then I started doing research on other medications. I asked my doctor, I said, what about taking a pill? And so she put me on the medication, Aubagio. And the little blue pill. and so I would always ask my kids when it comes in, because it comes through the mail. Well, UPS, I'm sorry. Gotcha. And so they delivered it. I said, did my little blue pill come in yet? And they said, Mama, your pill is in there. Just go. And so, none of it. And so I did well with that. But hence the insurance. They came out with a generic form, and my MS specialist is adamant she will not prescribe generic, because my patients need the regular one. And so since they didn't want to hear that, they didn't want to pay. Now I'm on a medication by mouth called Zeposia. And so I've only been on that one for probably about a month. But when I did first start taking it, I noticed like I was just tired all the time. And I'm saying, now what's going on? I know I didn't do anything different. I'm not running a race unless I'm running in my sleep. And so, but now that I have it in my system, I think I guess it's a...
That's true, yes. Your body maybe get used to it and is able to overcome some of the side effects.
But now I'm good.
It's all good.
All good.
Okay. So that's something for anybody who has MS to understand, that while the side effects could happen, there's possibilities that you could overcome them.
They'll fade, because they did for me. I'm talking from my experience.
Exactly, yeah, that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
And then it was a couple more injectables, but I didn't take them, but just giving a couple names, it's like Copaxone. That one is taken 3 times a week. Another one, Rebif. I actually had a gentleman that was in my support group, and he was on that one, but he had been on it for like years. But he kept falling, having different issues, so I kept telling him, I said, you may need to be on something else. Maybe you need to talk to your doctor, but you have to ask.
Absolutely. Now, when you talk about your group, that's the MS Warriors of Southwest Louisiana that you're the director of, and you have a few people that...
Yeah, we try to meet every 3rd Saturday of the month.
The phone number on the website, has it been changed yet?
No, my daughter.
I'm going to put it on this one just in case. And also your the MS group, Southwest Louisiana. I will put that one on there also. So do you have any experience or any understanding that you could convey to us about the infused medications? What is that?
I actually, in my group, I have a couple, at least 3 people, I think, that take the Ocrevus.
What is it?
It's called Ocrevus.
Like okra? Okra gumbo?
Almost, but it's weird. It's Ocrevus.
So it's every 6 months.
6 months, and it's actually like an IV.
Gotcha.
They go in, I forget to ask them how long it takes.
Okay.
But they go through the whole thing, and then that's twice a year.
Can they stay here and do it, or do they have to go to Houston? Or
there's actually an infusion center here. I think it's over by used to be Lake area.
That's in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Oshner maybe now. It's on Nelson. It's on Nelson Road and Sale Road.
They said they're happy with it.
Okay.
It's doing good, doing well for them.
It's important to find the treatment plan for you. How important is it to find an effective medication treatment and stick with it?
That is the ultimate goal, to find the treatment that works for you. And don't be afraid to ask, because I've run across people that, well, I don't know if my doctor is going to change me because this is what they want me to take. But you're not feeling right with it, so you have to look out for yourself. I've had people that say, well, my doctor got an attitude because I wanted to change medicine. I say, yeah, but you are your own advocate. And you know, even though you're not a doctor, we didn't go to school for it, but you know your body, and your body is telling you this might not be the right thing. I'm not saying, okay, you took the medicine for a month. You have to give it a little longer. I say, in my opinion, at least 3 to 6 months to try to give it that time.
As long as you can handle it.
As long as you can. Now, if it's you barfing and, you know, breaking out in hives, then right away. Yeah.
And the doctor should listen to that. Yes, to take it in, and unless, you know, they are the doctor, they are the, you know, the educated, so maybe they have a reason, but they need to let you know, they need to communicate with you.
Right.
And do you agree with that? Okay.
I definitely agree with it, because you have to be on the same accord. Yes. Because at the end of the day, it's you fighting the battle. And you are the doctor. We're not disputing that. Right. But I need you to do what's best for me. Yes. And
they're going to try most. They are definitely. But it's a practice, you know. It's if one thing doesn't work, you try something else.
Right. And like I say, Forrest Gump, it's a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Because with MS, you thinking, okay, today is gonna be a good day. Okay, this is a good candy, I'm getting ready to bite. You put it in your mouth and you got the worst, it's the worst thing ever.
It's one time and the next one is gonna be wonderful.
That's what I say. A lot of people don't deal well with the fact that they have MS because they may have read something. You have to look at everything.
But you gotta look at the big picture.
You always have to be in a positive frame of mind, which I know sometimes because I'm not.
Right.
Because moments. Yes. And I have the best thing that I can describe with my aggravating moments is I have a baseball bat and a punching bag. And so I take that baseball bat and do it, and then of course I'm tired afterwards.
Yes. But you got it out.
But I got it out and I moved on.
Everybody has to have an outlet or something that they can use that doesn't harm anybody or themselves.
I've even gone so far as to just scream in the pillow. And then once I do that, take a deep breath because now I'm tired. And then, okay, it's time to move on.
Thank you, Maury. Yes. Thank you.
And keep a journal. Keeping a journal is like when you go to the doctor, you might not see him for like 4 months. Like me, I see mine every 4 months. So I have to keep a journal of everything that went on through those 4 months because I'm not going to remember. When I get there, it's something that I know it happened, but I can't remember what it was. So it's better, once it happens, just always have that pen and pad right there and write it down.
Y'all hear that, right? Okay, thank you for all that. Those are great information. But what's the most difficult part of being on a treatment plan, besides the side effects and making sure that the doctor knows about them and shifts what they're doing for you? Is there anything else?
Take your medicine.
Take the
medicine.
Get it done. Injected orally or infused.
And you have to be organized. You have to have your little pill box and put all your little pills in there. So I have a plastic shoe box with all the ones in the bottle.
Yes.
And so I take my little pill box, and Sunday is my day to refill the pill box.
You have a set time, and so everyone should find a set time. It's yes. Make a schedule, a plan to prepare for your treatment plan. And so, thank you. Are there some medications that are safer than others?
That's one thing that we hadn't discussed, because I know when I talked to my doctor, she said it's just a toss-up. Yes. And because she did tell me, she said, yeah, we're doctors. We go by what we see and what we feel that would be good for you. Right. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
That's why it's important. Communicate with them, make sure they know.
Yeah. But that's about it with the difficulties of taking the medicines. You just never know. And you don't know until you take it. Right. That's the crazy part.
Just be aware.
Just be aware.
Becoming aware of what's happening now that wasn't happening before. Right. Aware of the side effects so you can watch for them and then communicate. Yeah, exactly. Tell your doctor.
And look out for yourself. Exactly. Yeah.
Maury, I have learned so much from this just today and from the past. But is there anything of significance that you want to share with all of us that I haven't asked about?
I wrote a few things down. They call it the symptoms of MS. Yes. And it's like a host of problems. Yes. And you go from bladder problems, there's medications for that, so that adds to your pill box. Infections, and then you have bowel dysfunctions, depression. We'll talk about that more because I want it on another lesson.
Okay, wonderful. But these are some of the symptoms that they can look for, and they have medication for them. Right,
and then they have like for dizziness and vertigo where you're just unstable, you're holding on. Oh, okay, please pass, please pass. But they have medications for each one of them. The bladder. I've had those issues for years. My doctor told me, you are not getting a full night's sleep because I'm getting up every hour to 2 hours running to the bathroom. and I've been on Mirbetric, you know, the one where the little thing goes and gets the lady and okay, we have to go again. So that's one that I've taken, and I think it's 25 milligrams and 50. Okay. And so I've been on both, neither worked. Now we're to the point of Botox injections.
How long have you?
Well, I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
When I go back in November, I'm going to see that doctor for the first time.
Okay.
So prayerfully,
yes.
And this is cutting off drinking at like 4 o'clock.
Yes, everything.
Everything,
Water.
no water, nothing.
Okay.
And still running and jumping.
Yes.
And so she told me, she said, that's why you're tired. She said, it's not just the MS. Right. And she said, you have an MS bladder. That's what my MS specialist calls it. And so you just have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this one in November will, yes, we will definitely pray. And
because I have had one of the men, his wife leads the support group in Beaumont. And he is the one that has MS. Okay. Her husband does. Yes. And so he did the Botox, but it didn't really work for him. But see, that's what I'm saying.
Individually, yes, it may be something, the thing for you. So let's prayerfully hope.
That's it. I'll let you know.
Yes, please, yes.
And it's more of helping everybody realize that you're not in this fight. We may not know each other. We may never meet, but you know it's somebody else. You're not losing your mind.
Yes. You're not alone.
You're not alone. There is hope. So, you all it is you just have to ask. You have to reach out for it. Do your research. Yes. Because you may go online, Google, and well, doc, I saw this medication. What do you think about that for me?
Bringing in information could be the thing that puts you in the right direction.
There's so many people, they look at me, they say, well, you have MS, you don't look like what's going on inside is not reflecting on the outside. So it is what it is. Yes. You just have to keep rolling with the punches.
Communicate with your doctor. Always look for a better way.
That is it.
Thank you, Maury, for sharing your experience. We hope that those of you who are also living with MS found something in Maury's experience that helped you understand that you are not alone and that there is hope. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.